So Unit 9, point, slopes, and line. Points are pretty self-explanatory what those are. Slope, hopefully that's a term you've heard in the past, and then lines, and then equations that come from them. Next page. Inside cover, it says much of math is about patterns and relationship. Graphs are just a visual of that. Equations help us to describe. So Unit 9 connects the idea of describing patterns and seeing patterns. Now it does give you a couple things here to draw on the inside cover. Got two of them already done here for you. It says, can you draw two lines that split the plane into exactly three regions? So this is our plane. Could you draw two lines that split the plane into three regions? Horizontal lines. That would be three regions. That would be correct. Parallel lines. You could have done them both horizontal as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, how about splitting into six regions? Remember, lines go on forever, so you got to continue. Think that those arrows go forever in those directions. How can I draw three lines and split into six regions?
Horizontal.
Draw it on your paper. Yep.
X and then down. And then another. And then one through the middle.
Right through this point.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regions. That is correct. Okay, how about three lines that split into 7 regions?
That's pretty easy. I'm confused.
On?
On the lines and numbers. Well, how many lines?
Like this one?
The three regions.
3 regions.
Yeah.
There's a region up here. This region would be in the middle, and then this region here. There's 3 different parts you broke that into.
Oh, I get it now.
How do I get 7?
You gotta do a little bit of trick.
Okay, let's hear it. Bring it up here. Let me see yours.
Okay, hold on.
Devin, you got it?
I was looking at the
No?
lesson.
Yeah, we're not on that yet.
Okay, I'll bring you my Mr. Neighbor.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 7?
Right there.
That's the same as 6. That is incorrect. But this is the trickiest one.
I figured it out. I can just go like this. Mr. Milburn, I did it. Yes, I was thinking it correctly. I was.
Yeah, it's the same as the other one, but it can't combine in the one spot like this one does.
Yeah.
So here's region 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one has a middle one of 7. So there's your 7 regions. All right, enough of those. Let's move on.
What's right there?
Important stuff. Maddie, how far apart are G and H there?
They're 6 spaces apart.
6 units. Landon, 2. Mel, you gonna open your book and join us here, please?
What about 2?
Kira, how far apart is 2?
Oh.
3 units, yes. You just count. Suppose we want to figure out how far apart Q and P are. Okay. Can you get it by looking? It says you can't know the distance between these just by looking. Why? Because you don't know that diagonal distance. Question B kind of helps us and says, all right, let's hide the grid. And it puts a number line connecting those. So how far do you think that is by looking at the number line, Mel?
Sure. 5.
No, it's more than 5, I would say.
5.5.
5 3/4.
Sure. I mean, 5.5 maybe right here. 5.2, 5.3, it says estimate. I would say 5 would be wrong, though. I think it's certainly more than 5. Probably should label. It says we can do even better. Measuring just gives us an estimate. We can figure out the vertical distance and horizontal distance. How far are P and Q in their X distance? So going from left to right, how do I get from P to just below Q? How far apart is that?
Five.
Thank you. And how far up?
2.
Thank you. And now eventually we're going to have a formula that we can use to connect those, but we're not going to do those yet. Next page. Says on a number line, show the distance between 2 and 4. All right, how far is it between 2 and 4?
2.
2. How about from -5 to -1?
-3.
No negative on a distance.
Or 2.
Still not 2.
From what to where?
-5, -1.
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now cross the number lines and consider the following points. Can you put a dot at 2, -1?
No. Yes, you can.
Go ahead, put a dot. 4, -5.
Yeah.
Okay, and it says how far is the horizontal distance then from one point to the other? And the vertical distance. Got those answered?
Yeah.
What is it?
The distance is 5. Or 4.
Horizontal distance?
2.
Vertical distance?
4.
Remember, those are always positive. All right, now you're going to see some of these ones on your assignment. It's hoping that you can see them without drawing them out. We'll do a couple together, then I want you to try some. Let's try 7. The X distance, that means how far apart are the first two numbers?
3. 5.
5.
Oh. What do you just add them?
3 plus 8 is not 5.
3. 9.
How far apart are -2 and 1?
3.
3. If you can't see those, Landon, you got to put them on a number line. Those are your only options.
I'm going to put those on one.
Go ahead. Let's do one more of those. Want to do 8, 9, 10, or 11 together?
8 and 10.
Devin?
8.
8.
8. How far apart are 15 and -2?
3. -3.
Landon?
13. 14. 17.
17.
Regular.
I did say -2. 15 to 0 would be 15, and then 0 to -2 would be another 2. How about from -12 to -20?
8.
All right, you try the next 3. I will give you about a minute and a half to do those 3.
We use a calculator.
No. You gotta be able to subtract.
we subtracting 30 from 520 multiple times or once?
Once. Okay, should have been enough time. Mel, give me one. Any of the 6 blanks.
9y 40.
9y is 40. From negative 20 to positive 20 is 40. Maddie? Any other blanks?
Distance for 10 is 490.
Distance for 10 is what?
490.
No. How far is it from 520 to 0?
550. 520 from 0, it's just 520.
And how about from 0 to negative 30?
Negative 30. There's not a negative and a distance. Always just
30.
positive.
So 520 plus 30. That should be 550. Landon?
3.
Which one are you picking?
11 is 30.
Which one are you picking?
11.
11 what?
Distance 3, 10, 30.
No, Landon, it's from the x's. How far is it from 5 to 3?
2.
Yeah, that's what the x's are the first numbers. You're not looking at each point.
And then it's 10
No, it's not your turn. Devin.
I just said the answers.
10 plus R. Or 11.
No, you subtract.
It's just 10 on.
You subtract. You didn't take 3 times 5. Don't take 10 times r. You subtract. R minus 10 would be fine too because the order doesn't matter. Kira,
What?
2 blanks left.
9 x distance is 4.
That is right. Mel, you got the last one?
50.
50 is correct. Number 12, Landon, read it please.
Imagine a graph on which you are keeping track of a planet high from a science project.
A.
On this grid, the y distance between the 2 points is 0. What does this mean about the planet?
Okay. Plant.
Oh, wait, my bad.
Okay. Now what happened to our plant here?
I don't know, it didn't grow.
It didn't grow. I guess it could have shrunk and then got back to the original height, but I don't think that's very possible. Maybe on a planet, not the plant. Question B. On this grid, plot 2 different points so that the x distance is 0. So how do I put 2 points where the x distance is 0?
Put them horizontally.
Like this?
Make it
That's the y distance would be 0.
parallel, vertically.
Vertically. Now, is it possible that that can describe a plant's height? Well, it tells us right here that it can't. Why?
Because it's the same height.
Yeah, a plant can have the same height or different height at the same time. The same plant cannot be 2 different heights at the same time. All right, next question. Point A is at 7, -2. Please put the dot. Actually, it's already on there, 7, 2. Graph and record the coordinates for 6 points that have an x distance, that's left and right, that are 3 away from A. So give me, how many blanks does it have? 6 points that are 3 away from A horizontally. And then I'm asking for those points.
Does it have to be exactly 3 away?
3 points away. To the left or to the right. Does not tell us anything about the vertical distance, only horizontal. Mel, can you give me a point?
1, 4.
Here?
4 and then
4-1?
yeah.
Yeah, that's 3 away. Yep.
10 over 2.
10, 2. Looks good.
4 and 2.
4, 2. Devin?
Negative 1, 7.
That's going to be a lot more than 3 away.
Sorry. 7, negative 1.
Okay, that would be right if it was the vertical distance, but it said the horizontal, left and right. Kira?
That's the only ones they got.
All right, 4-4. That's 3 away. How about 10-5? That's 3 away. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go crazy. 10, negative 4. Again, all you're looking for is 3 away, left and right. Did not tell us anything about vertically. B, describe the pattern for all the points you drew. Well, the pattern is it's going to be on one of these 2 lines. That's our pattern. Any dot on those 2 lines would work. Describe the pattern for all the points you named. Well, looks to me like there's a pattern for what it must start with. Or x must be 4, x must be 10. Everything will work with that. The y coordinate, the second number, doesn't matter. Number 14. This is kind of a review. We've talked about problems like this. As soon as you hear something and you know where it goes, please tell me to stop and let's put it in. Maria is taking a trip from her house to her grandma's house, who lives 320 miles away.
The distance between her house and her grandmother's.
Yes, thank you. Didn't think anybody was going to say anything. She will pass Aunt Lorena's house and Aunt Isabel's house in that order.
Aunt Lorena would be farthest to the right. And
Yeah, because she's leaving her house, so that's important.
then the other aunt.
Aunt L and Aunt I. Good with that? She knows the distance from her house to Aunt I is 280 miles.
280 miles.
That actually means you know what this is.
280 minus 320 minus 280. 40.
So I'm going to put that in there too. The distance from Aunt L to Grandma is 110. Bless you. Aunt L to Grandma is 110, so I should,
That would be a 70.
this is 70. How about this one?
70,
320 minus 110.
minus
Yeah, that would work. Or these two added together got to give you this. 280 minus 70?
10.
210? All right, now we should be able to answer the question. How far is it from Aunt Lorena to Aunt Isabel? 70 miles. Final page. Says let's re-examine this graph from Unit 6. So we've already looked at this one once. Says, can you find two MP3 players that have a 0 horizontal space between them?
AirPod and the NZ.
That is incorrect, because here's the horizontal space between them. That means left and right is 0.
Danza and Beta.
Yeah, right here, Danza and Bosi. Okay, now what does that mean in regards to this problem? What does being vertically from each other mean? Same price. That means they have the same price. Okay, finally, two MP3 players with 0 vertical distance between them.
AirPod
And
and the NZ.
APOD and NZ. And what does that mean in regards to this problem?
They're the same storage space.
Same storage space. All right, this final question here is putting it all together. Okay, we're going to do one of each, and then I'm going to have you finish it. Let's do the first one together. If I have 0 for an x, 0, 4 is right, let's see, right here. What is 5 to the right of my x coordinate? What is 5 to the right? It says x plus 5 of 0. 5? And then it says the y coordinate minus 2.
2.
So this point right here is now going to be at 5, 2. That point goes right there. Now let's pick one where we got to go the other way. We'll just do the first one here, 8, 1. That means the new coordinate here is at 8, 1. What was it before? What was the x coordinate before I added 5?
3.
What was the y coordinate before I subtracted 2 and got 1?
3.
Okay, so these 2 points are the same. Just moving. So you're moving this shape, 5 to the right and 2 down. So go ahead and finish the table and then draw the shape, please. I'll give you a couple minutes and I'm going to start. You can check your work. And of course your shape should look the same, just moved. That would be called a slide. And Mr. Grids, I think we should be good. So let's just kind of talk about our homework here, give us a little more time to work. First page should be pretty simple. Remember, X is left and right. Y's are up and down. Back page of the homework. It is front and back today. Maddie, I'll let you choose one out of O or P that you'd like to get rid of. Okay, so eliminate that one. The rest, I think you can do R and S, involve you kind of making up your own situation and plotting the graphs accordingly. You come up with your own. The book used what the plant and the MP3 things, so please do something different than that.